Hey guys, welcome back to Emperor, and in this one we're going to continue building Panlongcheng and see if we can get out of this deficit. So in the previous part I obviously built up the initial town. We've got our supplies of rice and hemp stabilised, we've also got our fishing industry. And at the end of the previous part, I think we're trying to get the trade route with Baoji opened up. We sent off our emissary. I think you can't really click it there, is there? The emissary is heading to Baoji, so shortly we should hear from them whether they're going to trade with us. Because we need to open trade with them to import wheat, which is our second foodstuff, third foodstuff, to evolve these higher to the next level. So we've provided the ceramic shop, even though they're not actually doing anything, so hopefully they'll respond back soon. We've got 6 of these, which I think is more than enough. I don't even think we'll have to cross the river, to be honest with you. We should really start scouting out a place for this Splendid Temple. It's not really that big, but it's annoying. We also need to hope that we've produced more than 40 sacks of rice in a year with 4 farms. That should be fairly easy. There you can see the army of food people. So I think what we'll do is see if we can fit this somewhere. Trade with Baoji opens up, that's good. Where's the musician? I think I destroyed the musician but haven't replaced it yet. So let's go and put that there. We want to put down a place for, I believe, the thingy, the warehouse. We might have to move stuff around. Let's delete that. Does it fit? There it does, so I can move that back a bit. I can really see if I can get this right on the edge, which I can. And let's just stockpile all the rice we want in here to give away to the gods for nothing. So that should be enough. So the rice will all come over here, which is good enough for us. Look at the army of rice people. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, that is so much rice, it's ridiculous. Let's send loads of it to the gods to get rid of it. Excuse me. Now, hopefully we've met the 40 sacks of rice. We should have with that amount. So we're selling off a little bit of wood to get rid of it because we're stockpiling a little. We're just getting a big supply of ceramics, which is good. Hang on a sec. Happy New Year. Nah, this is we've got a deficit. We've got 69 sacks of rice. That's pretty ridiculous. So hopefully I'll be able to establish trade with Baoji, which I think we can. Yes, we can put down this trading station. It doesn't fit there because it's got some bad feng shui. So let's put it here. We're not going to be using this coastline for any reason at all. Let's open up and start importing wheat, which is cheap. Now let's also start selling a bit more ceramics as we've got the space for it. So we've got plenty of rice in stock to give away to the gods, so much so that we can keep filling it up. Which is good. Good for us. I mean, we've got 4 rice pies, it's a rather ridiculous amount. Khufu wants wood, hemp, bronzeware and silk. Excuse me, folks. So we can't produce bronzeware without importing bronze, which we're not doing, and we can't import silk anywhere, I don't think. Someone sells us silk, but we're not doing that. We're not acting as a middleman in this one at all. So we'll send off a large stockpile of hemp to Khufu and see how well they appreciate it, so we can import jade to make carved jade to make a profit. Hopefully this will start to balance out a bit better. I'm going to set this up to 16 for the rice because we only need a small amount for the wheat. The hemp is starting to grow, which is good, so we're importing the wheat. They're coming over to get it. Good. We're starting to make a profit here, which is pretty good for us. There, we're building up our profits again. And this should now start to evolve to the required level. And Khufu is grateful for the hemp, and that's put them straight up to respectful. So let's go ahead and send a diplomatic request to them straight away, just to get them open. We're not going to turn on this jade carvers industry just yet because we do not have enough workers, so which we're going to get this up to our data department to get plenty of workers. We should be able to do with this one housing block actually, I think. There they go, they're evolving to the next level. They need access to Daoism or Buddhism, which we don't get until near the end of the Zhou dynasty, the Zhao dynasty, sorry. Even in that case, we still can't evolve a beyond that because we need tea, which is not available until near the end of the game, so there's no point worrying about it just now. So we're starting to balance the books, which is good. We're getting our food and people in. We've got 682 people available to us, which is pretty good. That block is completely stable. I'm going to leave this set to plain food because just to make sure that they're always getting the required level, just in case they devolve a little bit, in case there's an erratic supply of wheat in the city. So we should be able to reach the other target of 800 people in ornate apartments, which we have perfectly well. Trade with Khufu opens up. Let's go ahead and put down yet another trading station, which should just fit in there, which we're going to import jade, not that much. Enough just to supply the jade carvers with a constant supply. We're going to set the card jade straight on. We're also going to sell ceramics to Baoji just because they're in need of it as well. I'm also going to put down one more of these and another one of these. It's really get the wood supply up in this city. We're also going to put down I'll leave a gap there for them to get in. So we have 2 more kilns that'll provide us plenty of cash. I know employees are needed, but we'll be able to sort that fairly quickly. We might as well go ahead and start planning out this area for the monument then, I suppose, since we're getting some unemployment. We'll just put the monument here since why not. It's the only requirement left. I'm going to drag the road out like this. I think I might put in a couple of weaponsmiths just to import some bronze to make a fort. Let's see, when it comes to jade, we're running a large deficit here, so obviously we don't want to import too much jade at the moment because we don't have enough money to get back our investment on that. And let's see, who else is unhappy or neglected? Let's send some rice to Nuwa. That'll get her happy, that'll get rid of some of this army of rice, quite literally. Since a few people want rice, let's just give large gifts of rice to people, just because why not? Let's give rice to Bo, and I think they want rice as well, so let's give it to... let's just wait for that to build up again, just to send it off yet some more rice, not to... Was it Baoji I was going to send it off to? Yes, it was Baoji. We'll just send that off. I'll get rid of loads of rice just for the sake of it, because we have far too much. Now, as you can see, we're about to run out of money. We're close to our cap here. That's just reached 2,000, so we can't import any more jade. We've got to go with what we've got and hope that we'll make money. So we've got plenty of jade in stock, so we'll just have to keep selling as much of this as we can. I might put in a storage area to get rice, which I don't see the point of, but we'll see. We can't do anything now because we've run out of money, so we'll have to just balance the books, hopefully. I'll come back in once we've done that. Oh, Yin's under attack. But there's no point fulfilling that request because they'll still survive anyway. I'm going to import a little bit of bronze. Actually, no. I've got access to weapons as an import, so I'm going to import about 4 weapons. Where's the best place to put this? Let's rotate that and put that. That was a good place I got there. There, we'll put that there. Just delete some of that section of road and sort that out. So we'll build up some forces and possibly send off something just to keep them happy because I don't want them destroyed. Oh, Yin needs rice. Let's dispatch plenty of it because I've got like tons of it in stock. I also sent a gift of fish to Bampo because we're having a bit of an oversupply here, so just wanted to get rid of some of this because it was starting to stagnate as always. So we also want to give off hemp as well. Who buys hemp? Khufu does. I think it's just Khufu that wants our hemp, so we could set up a little trading post here to get to sell off some excess hemp, since why not? But I'll need to clear some space for it because there's no space around here now. So As you can see, we're starting to build up a nice supply of carved jade, which we're not giving to Bampo yet. We're going to give them basic things like fishy wheat to get them to respectful, then just sell them all the carved jade we can. Because as you can see, we've run out of jade because we're not importing any, because we've run out of money. And this monument won't catch fire, which is okay. Oh, we're starting to still keep a deficit. As you can see, still needing workers because the appetizing food hasn't reached the city yet. We're going to set this to plain food, appetizing food, to make sure that they buy 3 food types. To make sure that they buy the right levels at least. Because they'll only buy plain food, not the 3 food types that we want, which is unfortunate. We sent the rice to them, which is good. What's Bampo like with us? Still apathetic. We can send them gifts of stuff if we need to. How long do we have until we have to send troops? I think it's 5 months they said. I think the 5 months have almost expired, which is a shame. Let's stop importing weapons because I think we've got plenty in stock. Oh, we're still in debt, yes. The hated army of Siang is at my gates. Really? Well, we'll just send 5 troops just to see what happens, but I don't think it really matters because they're not going to survive, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to turn that off because it's just wasting workers now, and just hope that we can sell off more stuff because we're starting to run out of money. I might build a storage yard at a warehouse to get rice, because I think a few people buy rice and hemp. So what I'll do is I'll just set this up. I'll delete it later once we got out of debt. So we'll get rice and hemp and half. Actually, I'll just get loads of rice and just sell it because why not? I'm going to possibly connect this up, which I don't really want to do, but we'll see. 1400 carved jade, that's good. If we just give them a small gift of jade carvings, we should be fine. We've still got plenty of jade in our jade carver studios, I think up to 9 loads, so that's 9 carved jade that we can make, which is quite a lot, I have to say. Which should tide us over until we make money. Still running this deficit, which is no good. I need to make money. And that should start to happen soon, once we get the rice in. And the wood's selling slowly. We're still in debt, which I need to avoid at all costs. The workforce is starting to stabilise again, because we set this to appetizing food. I should point out that although there's an option of desired quality of delicious food, housing evolution does not require delicious food. That just makes your city hygiene better. Other than that, it does nothing, so there's no purpose in it really. Oh, Bampo is respectful for that, but we need to get out of debt before we can do anything, because we'll just set that to accept and sell, because why not? That'll just get rid of some of that excess supply, and we'll also be able to make some money. What's our religion like? They're all neglected feeling, but it's okay, we'll make some money shortly. There we go, plenty of money being made. So let's go ahead and open up this trade route with Bampo, because we're going to sell them carved jade, because why not? If we can sell as much of this as we can, then we'll be fine. We'll be in the black sooner or later. As you can see, we've got a nice supply of it stockpiling in our storage yard. It's full, which means we can't sell enough. So once we get to, I'm going to give some ceramics to Shandong just to keep him happy. Those troops will return and be dead anyway, so it's not a big deal. So let's see Bampo accept our trade agreement, hopefully in time so we can get out of debt. Hopefully trade with Bampo opens up, that's perfect. Let's put this trading station down and sell carved jade at a very high price, I have to say. So let's just import it, put it all straight in here, just get rid of it all, and make tons and tons of money. Once we've got the money problem sorted, we will be able to win this mission. Oh, Baoji's suffering a famine. We're just going to give them rice because we can't get rid of it. Let's see, we've got 20% unemployment, so let's reduce that to 10%. Pots of money being made from selling that carved jade, which is good. Look at that, we're right back in the black, which is great. So let's go ahead and see how much our monument's doing, which is not doing very well. So now these things are really difficult to place, as I've said before, so let's put that there. I'll put that just there because why not? And let's go ahead and put down some carpenters guilds, which needs open grassland. We'll put 2 of them down. Baoji regards as more highly. Workers needed, we'll set that to high. And then we'll just put down a ceramist guild, sorry. And we'll put it just there because it fits. So let's see if we can build the monument now that we've got our debt problem solved. Well, we're just waiting for the wood to stockpile really in the storage yard. We've got a tiny little worker shortage of 5 workers, and that's if all these houses evolve. So obviously it just about fits the requirements. So obviously I can't build any more houses because there's no space for it. So we can put down a couple of, and of course houses randomly devolve for no reason when they get... This glitch is so annoying when they just decide to only get bland food, which is so irritating. I'm going to put down another food shop. The reason for that is because at the moment we can't provide anything beyond food, ceramics and hemp to evolve the houses in terms of the market square. So at this point, until we get tea, then it's perfectly fine to put down 2 food shops. Well, I was about to say food stores for some reason. As you can see, we're making pots and pots of money from selling carved jade off to Bampo here. I'm going to stop getting rice so they can go into here to sell to make more money. Jade imports are really expensive and fairly limited because only a few people buy it. So let's see, can we get enough food into this shop, into this market square? We've got appetizing food. These houses will re-evolve back to normal. I'm just constantly giving gifts of rice to the gods because I have so much of it that there's literally an army of things that are not going away. I might have to put another mill down just to get rid of it. Let's just set this to getting more. My troops are still away at Yin, but they're probably taking their time or they're dying, quite literally. I'm not too bothered. Up the monument's getting there, just need more wood. Hopefully. House is re-evolved. This one's right down at a hut for some apparent reason, which is a glitch. How can that be of insufficient quality? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to set this to 8. We're not going to accept more than that. We're also going to import millet, because I believe we can import millet from Bampo. Tons of it, I can tell you. Let's just set this to 60, because we don't need to import tons. We'll just import 12, to be honest with you. We're making a little bit of money from the exportation of carved jade, which is good. I'm going to stop stockpiling it in there because there's no point. I'm just going to let this all be for ceramics just to get rid of it because I have too much. And the same with the, there we go, send us to ceramics. Oh, she's exalted, that's good. An ancestor hero, which we haven't had in a while. Baoji respects us, which means that they must be at the point of docile, yes. That's because I keep giving them gifts of rice just to get rid of it because I have so much. Let's see. Bo wants rice. Let's just give them rice as well, just because I have so much of it. Look, tons of rice. Have it. This is the problem that I find with rice missions. You only need about 2 rice paddies to provide tons and tons of it. It's ridiculous how much you can get out of rice. I don't know why it gets so much. So we're just going to wait for some more wood to come into the city and then we'll be a-okay, but we've got a massive labour shortage because of these houses devolving and re-evolving. I might put an extra housing block just in here, just a small one, just to provide the welcome boost that we need. So as you can see, I've built a second housing block since we're simply having troubles with this block as always. I keep having food devolution issues where somehow there's appetizing food or less in the city and for no apparent reason they just don't bother to get it. And because this is quite a distance away from this, I've just brought it a bit closer. I don't think it is that distant, but I'm just being overly cautious and making sure. It looks like I won't need to cross the Yangtze River at all, so I'm just going to get rid of this bridge because it's just getting in the way. I think if I delete that, I should be able to just about reach there, I think. I hope. I'm just going to put that there and put a second fishing key. Now, you might want to hunt if you want to do so. I have found that most of the time hunting is extremely unreliable. I mean, it totally is terrible. I mean, in missions where it is available, it's good as a starting point, but never ever rely on hunting to feed your city. It's good if you have like game meat and salt. You don't get salt until the next dynasty, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. But early on it's good, after that import food if you have to, because it's useless as a food source, I'm afraid. It's just too bad, it's not consistent enough. Oh, an emissary from Bao Ji wants to negotiate an alliance. So Bao Ji is allied with me because I kept them happy by sending them gifts. We'll just keep giving gifts to rice to Bo, I think. I don't think I will need to, but we can always import a little bronze, make some bronzeware, and sell it off to a couple of trade partners, particularly Khufu, since they are looking for that. As you can see, we're basically keeping the books balanced. We don't have to worry too much about money in this mission because it's not a mission goal. I've made this a really small block. It doesn't need to be huge, as long as it provides plenty of workers. We're going to start importing bronzeware from Bao Ji here. I'm going to put down some more clay pits because we're going to put down bronzeware makers. 1, 2, 3. I think that'll do because we only import up to 12 bronze, so that's 4 each. That's 12. That's perfectly fine. We're not going to export any more wood because it's not making us any money at all, so we'll let that run out. I'll delete all of that. Population milestone of 2,000, that's pretty good. I'll just put the clay pits up here, so there's plenty of clay to go about. I'll put another one in, just in there, to make sure there's 7. We're not going to sell off any more wood because it's pointless. Let's set that to accept so we can sell some rice, because why not? Did I set up the diplomatic quest? I haven't, but I don't think there's any point because there isn't a need to. So we'll set this to accept ceramics instead, and we've got not enough ceramics in stock anyway, so there's no point. We'll set that one to bronzeware, and then we'll sell it off when we've got some money going about. Meanwhile, our monument is going well, which is good. We should be able to get rid of this very high wage rate sooner or later once we get the people in. This house won't evolve, but I could just easily fix that with some of those. You get some better 2x2 statues in the next mission, which will help even further. So we've got 2 fancy watchtowers, no improved wells, which is apparently very strange. Pardon me, folks. Anything? No, it's not improving, never mind. Let's see. Let's just fill that with these. That's not improving. I don't think they're supposed to improve yet. I don't know if it's a glitch or what. It looks like the only way they can enter our city is through this bit on the right, on this bit on the left here, because that bit's blocked off, and that's the... Well, they can get round it, but it's... I don't think they can. Hang on. No, they can, because that bit's blocked in, so they can't use that ramp, so they can only come in from this side, which is a bit of a pain. That's probably why our funds have dropped a bit. We're also going to put down a tax collector, because I just realised we haven't got a tax collector in this block, so we'll get that taxed. Get some money. And see if we can stabilise this city. Our troops haven't returned yet, though. And the monument is progressing fairly well. I've put in another labourer's count since we've got plenty of unemployment, and I've drawn this as a loop. Now this is kind of a forced walk, almost. I can't really understand the technique behind it, but basically this goes right in a loop, and that's roadblocks, that forces him to come this way, and then when he gets round his loop he will always go back through the roadblock. If I just quickly hide it. As you can see, he goes right through the roadblock to reach home, so that means that he does the full loop. I know that's not really the best way to do a forced walk, but I kind of wanted to just to show you that. Meanwhile, our housing is evolving here. We've got plenty of money, and we're making plenty of bronze, but we're not selling it just yet because no one's buying it from us just now. Our troops have still not returned, so I don't understand whether that's a glitch, or if they're really fighting, or if there's really just a glitch behind it. I don't think it really matters, to be honest with you, because why does it? I think there's space here to put in the palace. It's not really necessary to build a palace unless you're wanting forts, another fort without building elite housing, and even then, there's only one reason to build a palace. The main reason is you have a goal that requires you to build a palace. I'm no longer selling rice to anyone. I deleted this warehouse here, and look at that, perfect harmony. First mission where I think I've got perfect harmony, which I count as a legitimate perfect harmony. So as you can see, the dirt's coming in, the loads of dirt are going in, and the labourers will start building this monument. I'm going to have to put down a clay pit somewhere, wherever there's good feng shui. And we'll just put that in there, and we'll just put some clay in it. I think we'll put in just 2, not too much. Just 1 clay pit will be enough. This housing block is stable, so is this. Apart from a few houses that have got some desirability issues, which isn't a big deal. So we're importing millet, wheat, and we're also providing that. So that's actually got 4 food types in this city, but it doesn't matter. Now, you'll probably notice there it says this building can't deliver to the rest of the city. Just ignore that, it's a glitch. It's because there's, I think it's because there's some places wanting access to it, but it's not providing. So I think just ignore it. It doesn't matter too much. The reason I started importing millet is because we need to stabilise the wheat supply because we're not getting enough of it. Because I think it's a rather erratic trade route. We're able to import lots more millet per year than anything else. As you can see, I've set up this to buy bronzeware. Not tons of it, but we're selling off some bronzeware. I deleted that bridge as you saw and replaced it with a fishing key. And look at that, Baoji wants fish, take it, because then we can empty part of it. Which is good. And let's give more rice to the gods. I didn't register for some reason. Let's give it to Huangdi, get him joyful. And there's a New Year celebration. Now, there is a point in the game where I will change the New Year's festival thing. Once I've got plenty of money and I know that food supplies are completely stable, I will change this to always hold. Basically, that means that the game will automatically do it for you, provided you've got the money and the food, and it'll just happen by itself without you needing to do anything. Please note, I'll only do this in the Let's Play once I've got a completely stable food supply and a lot of cash. As you can see, we don't have tons of cash, we're only just breaking even with the imports and exports. Plenty of ceramics in the city though, so we can probably sell a bit more of it. Ceramics to there, ceramics to there. Who else buys ceramics? I don't think anyone else does. Let's try Chungcho. Let's see, Yin. They're still away fighting, so I don't know if that is a glitch or not. Huangdi's arrived, good for him, don't care. I'm just giving away the rice because I have an army of rice givers. I mean, there is so many there, it's just ridiculous. So I think I'll just let the monument build now. So Chongcho rejected the trade agreement, but we can see that they're buying rice. So we could just keep giving them rice and just see what happens. You don't really need all the trade routes open. Yin is open all the time, so you can get wood and ceramics and all that sold to them. But really, you need to make plenty of money. As you can see, we're now really building up the cash supplies. It went from like 2,900 strays up to 7,500 just selling all this stuff, which is good news for us. Meanwhile, the monument's going well, and the Splendid Temple, we should be able to complete the mission soon, I think. We've got a nice supply of unemployment, which is always welcome. Currently, I'm just spamming gifts to the gods just to get rid of the rice supply. There's the last supply of army of things. So that's got rid of most of the supply, so now we can start to rebuild it almost. I might get rid of... So Baoji is grateful for more rice, and they're now philanthropic, which is I think the highest level. Yeah, they're really high. That means they'll give you gifts. Now, strangely, I don't understand this, but even though they're philanthropic, I have never gotten gifts from them. I don't know why, but it's a strange one. So Bo is still respectful, even though it doesn't matter. You're probably wondering what this button is. Conquer this city. I'm not going into any detail about that button until we go into the Zhao dynasty, where that becomes a necessity for several missions, and from that point on you will need to conquer cities. I'll not go into any detail about it because it's not necessary for the Shang campaign at the moment. So let's see, anything else happening? Nope, we're just importing a tiny amount of jade, turning it into carved jade and selling it. Oh, what was that? Yin's grateful for rice. That army is still away at Yin. I don't know what that's about, but I think it's a glitch. They're now helpful, which is very high. Let's see, what does that say? This allied leader's opinion of you is very high. As long as he has the supplies to spare, he will grant your request for food or goods. He will also send troops to defend your city if you need them, and might also strike another city at your behest. If he hasn't already, which he already has, he will offer you money if you run into debt. If this leader continues to feel this way to you, he might one day give you a gift. Now, this whole thing about sending troops, he might also strike another city at your behest. Don't do that because it sends them plummeting in favour. Like, they might be philanthropic and then go all the way down to like angry or something, or annoyed. So don't do it. There's no point in asking for defensive strikes. It never works. It always, certainly. Oh, the Splendid Temple is complete, which is great. Let's just save. So as I was saying, the defensive strike never works. There's no point, and almost certainly it'll just cut off trade routes. So don't do it. Just build up your army as much as possible. So there's our Splendid Temple, honouring which god? Shenong, which is great. So that's just completed. Panlongcheng and established a grain basket in the south. This worked out pretty well. I did have to struggle towards the end of the previous part, but we managed to build it up and complete the mission. We've got like 71 grains, sacks of rice in 1 year, but it doesn't matter now. So let's just hope the mission completes soon. There we go.
Your wisdom is as bright as the white rice growing abundantly in the paddies, and the Splendid Temple dominating the city is a truly marvelous sight to behold.
It is. So thanks for watching Panlongcheng. In the next video we are going to head back to Yin, the last mission in the Shang dynasty, and to build another monument to grow our city a bit more. Thanks for watching, see you later now, bye.